Hello class, this is class 12 chapter 5 file handling, and in this class I'll explain the summary of chapter 5. So here now we get started. So in this class we will learn that understand the importance of data file for the permanent storage of data, understand how standard input output function works, distinguish between text and binary file, open and close a file, that is text and binary, read and write data in file, then write program that manipulate the data files. So what is data file? A file is a named place on the disk where a sequence of related data is stored. In Python, files are simply stream of data, so the structure of data is not stored in the file along with data. As you know that in files, whatever we are storing, that store the data in stream of bytes. Okay, so it will store the data in the form of the bytes. The basic operation on file. So these are the basic operation that performed on the data file. That is naming a file, opening a file, reading data from the file, writing data in the file, and closing a file. Next is file processing. So these are the basic operations that are used to process a file. That is, first is creating a file, next traversing a file for displaying the data on screen, third is appending data in file, fourth is inserting data in file, fifth is deleting data from the file, sixth is create a copy of file, seventh is updating data in the file. Okay, so these are the basic operation. Many more also be there. Okay, these are just the basic one. Now types of files. So there are two types of file, that is text file and the binary file. So what is text file? As you know that text file is a readable is in readable form, okay, and that can be created by using any text editor. And in text file we end our line by a special character, either it is a full stop or a new line character. Next is binary file. The binary file that is not human readable. Okay, so it store the data in its own language, means the computer store the data either in 0 and 1 form. It is only understood by the computer only. Okay. Next is opening and the closing file. So opening and closing file, when you open or close any file, then you need a file object. Okay, so with the help of this object you are able to open the file. So when you open the file, then this open method has a file name or access mode. Okay, that in which mode you are opening the file. So this open has a two parameter. The first one is the file name and second one is the access mode. And third parameter is a buffering, that is used for specifying how much is read from the file in one read. Okay, so this is the third one, that is buffering. This is opening and closing a file. In this we use a flush function also, that is used to force the transfer of data from buffer to file. Okay, so because when we write the data, it first goes to the buffer. Okay, and then we are able, when the buffer is full, then we are able to write in the file. Next is file access modes. So the first is R. By default the mode is R. Okay, that is read, and if we write RB, so it is for binary file. Here also this R is for text file and this RB is for binary file. So these are the modes. Okay. Next is close function. So when you open your file, then it is necessary that you have to close the file. Okay, so that the another object will not use that particular file. Now file reading methods. So this a program reads a text or binary file from the hard disk. File acts like an input to a program. So there are three methods of reading a file, that is read line method, read lines method and read method. The first one is the read line method. So here when you use the read line method, then it will just read only a single line. Okay, and as a string it will read. So here is a program. This is a file, that is notes.txt, This Python is a programming language. It is very good language for beginners. It is case sensitive language. Okay, so this is the program. Here you have to open the file notes.txt. Then x is a variable that will hold the line and then it will print. Now I am calling the main function. So here it will give you the result. Okay, this Python is a programming language because it will read only one line, because I have used only one read line functions there. Okay, next is read lines. So read lines will read the entire content of the file. Okay, and it will give you the result in the form of the list, and it will separate by /n. Okay, the syntax is file object dot read lines. So here is the program. Now in this I am using the same file notes.txt. It will read the complete line. Okay, the answer is Python is a programming language, then /n. Okay, because this is the new line character, that's why it returns, and it is in the list form. This is the list, this is opening and this one is a closing, and this list is storing this string form. So this is the index 1, next is 2, next is the 2, then 3, then 4. Okay, so whatever the list is containing, it is stored in the form of the list. Next is read method. So it will read the entire file. Okay, if you use this read method. So when you use this read method, then it gives the complete code. Next is read size method. Okay, if you want to particular size only, then you have to indicate the size. So here the read can be used to read specific size string from the file. This function also returns a string read from the file. So here is the example. This example fread1 will read single byte or character from a file. So when you write the code like this, then it will just give the first letter from notes.txt. So here it will just return only P. Okay, so this is read size method. Now writing into file. So writing into file means a program writes into a text or binary file from hard disk. Next is writing method. There are two methods, that is write method and write lines method. So the first one is the write method for sending data in file, that is to create or write in the file. Write and write line method can be used. This write method take a string as a parameter and writes it in the file. Okay. So for storing data with end of line characters, you will have to add the /n character at the end of the string. This is a program. This def file handle is a function. F is open. F equal to open. F is a file handle. Test1.txt. I am writing the file. That's why I have used here W. F.write. This is my first program on file handling. Now print file created. Okay. So if you want to append the data, then you can use the A mode. Here is the answer. This file is created. Now this is test1.txt. So this line will reflect in this test1.txt. Okay, and this file created is in print statement. That's why it's showing on the shell that file is created. Okay, and here is your file. This is test1.txt. This is my first program on file handling. It is showing in this notepad file. Next example is if you want to add more lines. Okay, then you have to add more lines, and here I am using this /n. Okay, so it will write this content in the next line, this /n. And if you will not use this /n, then it will just write on the same line. So the file is created. Now here is the output. That Python programming is fun. Python is case sensitive language. Next is write lines method. So here at a time, if you want multiple line, then you can use the write line. Okay. So the sequence data type can be written using write lines method in the file. It's not that we cannot write a string using write lines method. Here is the syntax. So this write line says, so whenever we have to write a sequence of string or data type, we will use the write lines instead of the write. Okay, when you want to write the sequence of string or any data type. So this str has hello world, then /n, this is my first file handling program, then /n, I am using Python language. Okay, then f dot write lines str. This is a string, so this complete string will write in this test2.txt. Next is random access methods. So random access method, there are two methods, that is seek method and tell method. If you want to work sequentially in the file, okay, then you have to use these methods. This is seek and tell method. So the first is the seek method. The seek method is used to position the file object at the particular place in the file. Okay, and at that place you can write and read the data. So here is the syntax. This is file object dot seek offset and from what. Okay, so it holds two parameters. This offset is used to calculate the position of the file object in the file in form of bytes, and this offset is added to from what. It is also called reference point to get the position. Okay, so there is a list of from what value. These are the reference point. So 0 means beginning of the file, 1 means the current position of the file, and 2 means end of the file. Okay, so these three will show that where you want to add the data or read the data. So default value of from what is 0, that is beginning of the file. So here is the example. In this function file underscore seek underscore fun, this is a function. Now f equal to open test1.txt, f dot seek 7. Now the pointer is at its 7th position. So from 7th position it will read the entire line because I am using here f dot read function. The content of f data is, it is showing now the complete file from the 7th byte. Now my file pointer is at 7th position. It will start reading at the from the end, from the 8th position. So this C holds the 8th one. Okay, this is the 8th byte and show the result till the end of the file. Next is read the file according to the size. So here the same program is there, only difference is that I am using here this one. Okay, so the cursor is at 7th position. After 7 it will read only first, it will read only 1 byte. So what is the answer now? It will, the content of f data is p, sorry, because the byte number 8 holds p, that's why it will print the p. Now next is reading according to size. Here f dot read 2. So it will read 2 characters, that is 2 bytes, and if you will write 4, then it will read 4 characters or 4 byte, and so on. Next is tell method. This tell method returns an integer giving the current position of the object in the file. Okay, it just specifies the number of bytes from the beginning of the file till the current position of the object. Here is the program. In this, the same program is there. I am using here position equal to f dot tell. This pose will return where is my pointer now. So the content of f data is p, the current position is p, because p is the 8th character, or we can say it is at the 8th byte position. So this tell method returns an integer assigned to pose variable. It is the current position from the beginning of the file. So next is the binary file. So how will you create the binary file? So by this way, def binary underscore file underscore create. Now f equal to open b file dot bin. You can use bin or dat also. Okay, wb is the access mode. Next is, this is a list, and array equal to byte array num, as I told earlier that if you want to print the binary array, you want to write the binary array, then you have to convert it with the help of this byte array function. Okay, so it will convert the list in byte array. Now you are able to write the content in the file. So binary file will created. If the file is created, then it will show this message. The binary file is created. Okay, now if you want to see the content of the binary file, then it will show like this. Okay, because the content of binary file which is in codes. Okay, and how will you read binary file? So if you want to read the binary file, then you have to use the f.read method. Okay, and this is a list, that's why you have to write the list. It will show the result in the form of the list. And here is the answer, the content of binary file. Next is pickling and the unpickling using pickle module. So as you know, pickle module that refers to the structure to a byte stream before writing to a file. So it will convert the data in the byte form. And unpickling means it is reverse of the pickling. It will convert the byte stream back to the original structure. So this is pickling. In pickling, there are two methods, that is dump method and the load method. If you want to write any data, then you have to use a dump method, and you want to read from the binary file, then you have to use the load method. So this is the syntax of dump. Dump object dot object comma file object. So dump holds two parameters. Without two parameter, it will not run. It will give you error. Now this is dump method. Here is for using pickle module, you have to import the pickle module. Okay, this is a program to write list sequence in a binary file. This is list 1. You have to open list.dat where you want to write. Now pickle.dump list 1 comma f. So it will write the content in f and then information added to binary file. This message will come. Okay, and when you try to open this list.dat file, then this error will come, fail to decode. Okay, this is binary file, so it will not decode the file. For decoding, you have to use the load function. Okay, so you have to use this list1 equal to pickle.load f. So it will show you the content. So this is the content of this binary file. Clear? Next is, what are CSV file? So this CSV stands for the comma separated value. This record, the record consists of the fields separated by comma. It is used to store the tabular data in which each line is a record. Okay, so you know the CSV file now. In this, when you are entering the data, then the data is entered, the data is separated by the comma, and you can see the data in the Excel also. And from Excel, we can import and export the data. Functions of CSV module, that is CSV reader. The syntax is csv.reader file name. Second is CSV writer. So this csv.writer file name. So these are two other functions, reader and the writer. So this CSV writer, this is the program. Here I am using, I have taken the file people.csv as file. Now this one is the first one. See the first one. I put it in the comments box. Okay. So with the help of this, you are able to write one by one. Means you are able to write every row. Okay, by this particular row. And if you want to write the data by loop, if you want to write the data, you want to write the data according to the user, then you have to use the loop. Okay, and with loop, at the last you will write the data in the list, in form of list. Okay, so here in the second program, the loop will run 2 times. So it will ask name and class 2 times, and at the end it will write the row, okay, in the file, this file. So this is write, this is writer. Okay, so thank you. I hope the file handling concept is clear to you. Okay, so your homework is you have to revise the chapter once again. Okay, so have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.